keep hearing everybody tonight, or several people tonight, talking about 1968. And I was reminded of 1968. 1968 was the year that thousands of teachers across the state of Florida walked out of their jobs, walked out of their schools. It was a historic moment. It was a teacher strike. We don't have those anymore. But I was a public school student in 1968, and I got to attend the teacher walkout rally in Pensacola, Florida with my dad. He was retired from the U.S. Navy, and he was a teacher in junior high school in Pensacola. And when his fellow teachers walked out, he walked out with them, and he took me with him to the rally. So I went with him, and I sat in that huge downtown auditorium with all these teachers, and I listened to speeches all day long. And I was so inspired by the passion that these teachers had. And I was so inspired that I wrote an editorial, and it was published in the Pensacola News Journal, supporting teachers. And I think that it was that teacher rally that inspired me to spend my life in education, because I saw teachers who really cared about what they did. I had an important insight that day at that rally in Pensacola in 1968. That insight was that teachers are the heroes and heroines of our society. Absolutely, without a doubt, the heroes and heroines of our society. Teachers do the world's most important work, preparing the next generation of leaders, giving them the tools and the knowledge to solve the challenges that face us. I know teaching. I was in the classroom for 21 years before I became the principal at the School of Arts and Sciences. I know what teachers do. Every day you go into the classroom and you teach your heart out. I know the countless hours that you spend outside of the school day in your own personal time to plan, to think, to prepare. I know what you do during the school day. I know how much time you spend guiding, leading, facilitating, listening, caring, and changing the lives of young people every single day. You don't go into this job because it pays you what you're worth, or because you're looking for the easy way out. Teaching is not an easy job. It is one of the hardest jobs there is. And it doesn't end at the end of the school day. There's nights and weekends. If you're a good teacher, you live it. You do this job. You do it because you care about the human mind and you care about its effect on the world. Education is a work of passion and dedication. It's a mission, not just a job. But to listen to most of our state legislators, and I say most because we've heard some really fine ones tonight, but to listen to most of our state legislators, you would think that teachers are the enemy. In our world that we live in, where everybody seems to be looking for somebody to blame for everything, they are blaming teachers for the failures of the system. They are acting as though poverty and racism and classism and dysfunctional families don't exist, and that they have no impact on student achievement. We know differently, don't we? We know differently. Teachers are not to blame for the ills of society. In fact, every day in classrooms all across this country, teachers battle discouragement and despair and hopelessness that is the result of societal conditions. Teachers work hard to energize students and close achievement gaps. Teachers are the front lines, are fighting in the front lines of this war. And you know what? You don't criticize the soldiers that are on the front lines if the war is going badly. You give them the resources to make sure they can do the job. Yes, we should evaluate teachers rigorously and provide them with ways to grow as educators. Most teachers want that. But we know that good teaching cannot, there are so many factors in it, it cannot be boiled down to a standardized test score. You know, I know we hate FCAT, but really, FCAT in and of itself is not all that bad. It's just a test. What's bad is everything they hang on it. It's all the power that they give it. That's what's bad. Most teachers, they want a variety of student assessments. They want to understand where their students are so that they can figure out which students are struggling and they can give extra resource to the ones who are struggling. But if we're forced to throw out innovation, creativity, critical thinking, and the arts in the pursuit of a standardized test score, we have devalued education and we have shortchanged our students. I'm really lucky because I have the privilege, the absolute privilege, of leading an educational revolution at the School of Arts and Sciences, which is a local public charter school here in Tallahassee. And although we've been an A school every year, we refuse, absolutely refuse, to place FCAT scores above all else. We know that there are many, many factors that contribute to having a good school. At the School of Arts and Sciences, we do what all charter schools should do, which is develop innovations in education and trust and empower teachers to carry them out. Our teachers are encouraged to innovate and to use creativity. They develop their own curriculum based on thematic, project-based learning that excites students and makes students want to come to school. Our students research, develop projects, make presentations, collaborate, think outside the box, develop independence and initiative, and take charge of their own learning in a structure that is respectful of who they are and encourages them to try new things. This is the type of education that we need in the 21st century. Not the box curriculum, teach to the test, drill and kill nonsense that educators are being forced into against our will. Yeah. Rather than placing teachers in a tighter and tighter box, we need to set teachers free to create and innovate and really reach students. Our job as educators is to free the human mind, to think, plan, explore, improvise, create, and change the world. We need to be supported and encouraged and given the resources to do this job, not blamed and targeted for the failings of the current system. Thank you.